Greetings everyone on this beautiful fall and windy morning. Today is September 21st, 2020, and at last I have been wanting to make this video for a while, but this is my aloe collection. I have collected all these plants this year after finding out that there's more out there than just aloe vera, which is very common, plain, and boring. I was amazed at some of the variety, so I had to get some. And I am loving these guys. Alright, so let's start off with some of the guys in the back. This one I picked up at Lowe's, or Home Depot actually, and this is an aloe green sand. It's got a very heavy texture to it, but the teeth have this like very light pink edge, which I thought was pretty cool, and I decided to pick them up because you don't see too many unusual varieties like this, so I figured I may as well grab it. So glad I did. It's in a 5-inch pot. This guy here is Aloe AIR, and this is, if you guys remember that video where I ordered from Altman Plants that was kind of a bad experience. This plant has been rescued since then and is recovered beautifully. The leaves on it are finally growing out instead of inward, and it's got new growth. I love this one because, again, it's a scary looking plant. It's got these really cool, nasty looking red saw teeth. This looks like a monster, something you might see in a video game as a boss. And I can just imagine that if it was a creature, its little leaves would like go in and out like nya, 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 like that. That'd be cool. So yeah, that is awesome. I'm looking forward to maybe one day planting this in the ground and seeing how big it'll get. I hope it can get huge. Now this guy, I don't remember the name, but thanks to Todd's Tropical, who ID'd it for me, I'll put a little subtitle. A neighbor friend gave me a few pups off of her plant, and again I noticed that this was different than the typical aloe vera. I think this one grows commonly here in many Florida gardens. So as you can see, I've got this one and a few others growing in jars. Now the reason is that they had no roots, so I've just been using the water method. Occasionally I'll put a few drops of rooting hormone in there, and it has worked extremely well. And I am going to make a video about growing plants in using the water method with jars. The thing is with aloes though, you need to have a lot of patience. If you're not in a hurry, if you don't mind waiting a month or 3, then this works really well. I have had 100% success with this method, but it's very slow. Very, very slow when it comes to aloe. With other types of cactuses that I have tried this on, these are not cactuses, they're succulents, but I have used this mostly for cactus. It has been much, much faster. So if you want quick results, I do not recommend this for aloes, but if you want good results, then I do recommend it. Okay, next we've got this Aloe Snowstorm. This is the mother plant, and in the original video from the Altman plant, they had a lot of pups, and these plants arrived in bad condition. I separated out the pups, and they weren't even used to a very light, like dappled sun, shaded sun, and they got sunburned, and a lot of the pups died. And it's darkened up because it's gotten so much sun, so it's not the pure white that it could be. But I know that these aloes are variable and can change colors depending on the season and the amount of sunlight they get and temperatures. But when I first got it, it was this beautiful, just solid white and green. I think it's still really nice. Not really sure what the difference is between this one and the snowstorm. This one is the blizzard. Moving on now, we've got this. This is one of my primary ones I wanted to get. This is Aloe Christmas sleigh. And again, it's gotten its probably fair share of sun. And it had a lot of pups. It's lost many of its pups, but it's already producing new ones. Some of the pups did acclimate to the Florida climate. And what I love about this one is that it does have Christmas colors. It's red, it's got smooth leaves, and then it's got those red teeth, kind of similar to a jar over here, though this one's more spiky. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Definitely one of my favorites. I don't know how big this gets, but it'd be great if it got bigger. Next up is Aloe Black Gem. Now, I ordered this from the Succulent Source. I really like that shop, but I only recently found out this is not a true aloe. This is a hybrid with a whole nother plant genus, which really surprised me. So based on the name being that it was dark and that it said Aloe Black Gem, I bought it. I'm not disappointed, and this came with all these pups are stuck together. Very beautiful nonetheless, but I hope it'll be as hardy as a true aloe. Here is another of the aloes that I am trying to root using the water method in the jar. This is Aloe distans Jewels. And these little plant tags have been wonderful. I have tried different types of tags and different methods, and so far this is what has worked best for me. I buy these short, thick plastic, and then with a label maker I just write the names, and this has worked beautifully. They haven't really faded much, and they've been standing up to the sun and to the rain without too much trouble. So Aloe distans Jewels is one that gets yellow teeth, black skin, or green skin, and occasionally red teeth. So I'm hoping for all three colors. To me, this is like the traffic light of the aloes with the red, yellow, and green. Hoping it'll take root soon. Very slow process rooting in water, but very safe. Alright, we have here a cutting of Aloe Gold Tooth Nobilis. It's a very cute aloe. It should take root hopefully soon. Lastly, we have here, these two are actually the same plant, just slightly different variants. This is Aloe Castilloniae, or castilloniae. And it is a very cool and kind of a rare plant here in the United States. It's got these beautiful teeth that look in just the right light. They're translucent, and the light would go through the teeth, and you can see them almost to the other side. They're kind of a clear tooth. Just such a beautiful plant. And this one here is also Aloe castilloniae, but it is the smooth variety without the teeth on the leaves. Looks very, very different, but they are the same species. Just different mutations of the same thing. Now these guys are known for growing out in these long, trailing stems. So I'm hoping that hopefully it won't be too long for these guys to start getting taller for me. I don't think they'll get much bigger. They might get a little bit wider, but mostly they grow up and out. Okay, so that is my current aloe collection. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Des, signing off.